Letitia's Third Eye POV. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Welcome to the channel. And thank you for watching.
Unboxing another pair of black-owned shoes. These are also made by Nagast. They are the furry slippers that most women like to wear around the house. So I opened some of it. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm really feeling this box. It has Empress Nzinga'S picture and name on it. That's Empress Nzinga.
Queen Nzinga, the monarch of the Mbandu people, was a resilient leader who fought against the Portuguese and their expanding slave trade in Central Africa. During the late 16th century, the French and the English threatened the Portuguese near monopoly on the sources of slaves along the West African coast, forcing it to seek new areas for exploitation. By 1580, they had already established a trading relationship with Alfonso I in the nearby Congo Kingdom. They then turned to Angola, south of the Congo. The Portuguese established a fort and settlement at Luanda in 1617, encroaching on Mbandu land. In 1622, they invited Angola King Mbandi to attend a peace conference there to end the hostilities with the Mbandu. Mbande sent his sister Nzinga to represent him in a meeting with Portuguese Governor João Correia de Sousa. Nzinga was aware of her diplomatically awkward position. She knew of events in the Congo which had led to Portuguese domination of the nominally independent nation. She also recognized, however, that to refuse to trade with the Portuguese would remove a potential ally and the major source of guns for her own state. In the first of a series of meetings, Nzinga sought to establish her equality with the representative of the Portugal crown, noting that the only chair in the room belonged to Governor Correia. She immediately motioned to one of her assistants, who fell on her hands and knees and served as a chair for Nzinga for the rest of the meeting. Despite that display, Nzinga made accommodations with the Portuguese. She converted to Christianity and adopted the name Dona Ana de Sousa. She was baptized in honor of the governor's wife, who also became her godmother. Shortly afterwards, Nzinga urged a reluctant Gola Mbandi to order the conversion of his people to Christianity. In 1626, Nzinga became queen of the Mbandu when her brother committed suicide in the face of rising Portuguese demands for slave trade concessions. Nzinga, however, refused to allow them to control her nation. In 1627, after forming alliances with former rival states, she led her army against the Portuguese, initiating a 30-year war against them. She exploited European rivalry by forging an alliance with the Dutch, who had conquered Luanda in 1641. With their help, Nzinga defeated a Portuguese army in 1647. When the Dutch were in turn defeated by the Portuguese the following year and withdrew from Central Africa, Nzinga continued her struggle against the Portuguese. Now in her 60s, she still personally led troops in battle. She also orchestrated guerrilla attacks on the Portuguese, which would continue long after her death and inspired the ultimately successful 20th century armed resistance against the Portuguese that resulted in independent Angola in 1975. Despite repeated attempts by the Portuguese and their allies to capture or kill Queen Nzinga, she died peacefully in her 80s on December 17th, 1663.
A pair of furry slippers that I wanted from Nagast, and they have the African continent imprint in the slides, so I really like the way they look.
CK in all caps, out the trap, forget the riches, the senseless still pay the tax. So build a business, can I get a witness? This here was built on our back. In all black, dropping all stacks. BUIBLACK in all caps, out the trap, forget the riches, the senseless still pay the tax. So build a business, can I get a witness? This here was built on our back.
I sub up to Letitia too, cause she be dropping that real shit.
Yeah, shout out to Leticia.
Leticia, third eye POV, bless up. I'm talking about you putting in the work.
Letitia's third eye point of view.
Shout out Leticia.
Oh yeah, especially my sister Leticia, boy. She's already here.
I'm about to shout out Leticia. Now you're gonna feel into Leticia's quick saying. Shout out to Leticia, y'all. Those editing skills are very sharp. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Subscribe to her channel.
Leticia's be getting them.
Yeah, Leticia page is hot. Leticia page is lit.
Go sub up to Leticia, so show the sister some support.
Yo, definitely sub up to Leticia, third eye POV. Facts. Make sure y'all sub up.